Meanwhile, we continue to follow breaking news out of Logan this evening after federal agents picked up a Logan man in connection with two suspicious letters sent to the White House and Pentagon on Monday.
The U.S. Attorney's Office in Utah says 39-year-old William Clyde Allen III was arrested, and right now that's only on the basis of probable cause. Prosecutors expect to file charges by Friday. This all stems from those suspicious-looking envelopes mailed to Defense Secretary James Mattis and the Chief of the Naval Operations, John Richardson, at the Pentagon. A similar letter was addressed to the White House. Officials say the substances in the envelopes were made from castor beans, which are used to make ricin, but was not ricin itself. This brings us to today, when the FBI's investigation into who sent those letters brought them to this home in Logan. Neighbors there say Allen's arrest comes as a total surprise. They say he was married and was always friendly. Students at nearby Utah State University say they were shocked that this could happen so close to home.
It's not every day that you hear somebody in Logan is sending off things that shouldn't be going in the mail. Yeah, I mean, like, Logan's just a small little community, and so for something like this to happen, this is a very big deal.
The FBI says, quote, there are potentially hazardous chemicals involved, and men in hazmat suits are still on scene, but that no wider threat to public safety exists at this time.
So let's take a look at where ricin comes from. According to the CDC, ricin is a poison naturally found in castor beans, much like these right here. Now, these beans are processed around the world to make castor oil. Ricin is part of the waste that's been left over when that oil is made. So how can you be exposed to ricin? That's the question. The CDC says it would take a deliberate act to make ricin and then use it to poison people. Unintentional exposure to ricin is highly unlikely unless you eat, and more specifically chew, castor beans. So what happens if you are exposed? Well, there is no known cure, and less than a pinpoint can kill a human if ingested, injected, or inhaled. If injected, the CDC says ricin causes immediate death of the muscles near that injection site. This is the most severe, and major organ failure usually follows. Now, if ingested, it causes nausea, vomiting, and internal bleeding. If inhaled, symptoms include fever, cough, and difficulty breathing. And while there is no known cure, the CDC says ricin exposure is not necessarily deadly. Researchers at Cornell University say if a person is still alive 5 days after exposure to ricin, they're more likely to survive. Stay with KSL and KSLTV.com as we continue to follow this breaking news story, including what we're learning about the man being questioned and the threat still being investigated.